Yeah, maybe there's something that I don't know that I've been holding on to.
Blood, sweat, lower breathing, upper breathing. I've been testing since the 1980s.
Or do you not regret allowing Lena to sleep with Jason Love?
So apparently, a new trend on social media is inviting Adam22 to your podcast, just to ambush him. Forget genuine interviews. These creators are now turning clout chasing into a sport. And yeah, it's getting wild. Every few weeks, another host drags Adam into a fake, friendly talk, then blindsides him with questions about his wife, his past, and even his private life. It's become a circus, and this time, it went too far. Because the latest podcaster didn't just ask invasive questions, he brought a lie detector machine.
How do you think the content of you will affect you and potentially your kids in the future?
I don't care.
You don't think it will affect, or you just don't care about how it will affect them?
I don't care.
What do you mean?
Next question.
Let's rewind. The first guy to pull this stunt was Martin Evan, the streamer who went viral for interviewing Adam on Instagram Live. Halfway through, he flipped the script, pulled out fan questions, most of them toxic, personal, or straight disrespectful. One comment asked, "Why'd you ask a 10-year-old to pull his pants down?" Another said, "You should die." Yeah. It got dark fast. Adam tried to stay calm, but when Matan asked if he'd ever slept with a man, Adam stood up, said, "I'm bored," and walked out. That clip hit 1.7 million views, and right there, a new clout formula was born. Bait Adam22, make him uncomfortable, go viral.
There's a new trend I've been seeing on social media where people invite Adam22 to their platform just to ambush him with questions about his life choices. All right, now Adam is my friend, so I don't like people inviting him on just to ambush him with uncomfortable questions.
Fast forward to now. Another host decided to copy-paste that same playbook, but this time, he went bigger. He promoted it as the world's most honest interview. Adam shows up expecting a normal sit-down, and suddenly, the host says, "I hired the world's most famous lie detector examiner." Bro even brought in a guy named John, strapped Adam up like it was an episode of Maury, and started reading questions straight from Reddit threads. And just like before, it turned ugly quick.
You know where I'm at every day doing content.
I just asked you, would you fight me in gloves?
And
you
again,
said no.
you coming up with an arbitrary way for us to prove our manhood doesn't interest me.
Like to you, boy.
I don't even know why you
listen,
think you could come on my podcast and talk shit to
that
me like
wouldn't
this
even be
when you're obviously
that
not going to
wouldn't
do
even be worth
shit.
it.
At first, it seemed chill. They asked about No Jumper's slogan, the coolest podcast in the world. But then the tone switched. The host said, "You had 8 hosts leave, you got a lawsuit, and that's why you went dirt poor broke." "Excuse me, what?" Adam calmly corrected him. "We're not broke." He explained that expanding the brand with multiple hosts was actually a net positive. It gave people like Flacco, Suspect, and 16 Shot him a voice, created viral moments, and grew the platform beyond just him. He even said he's proud of putting others on. But yeah, sometimes success comes with drama. That was the only normal part of the entire conversation.
You talking about the government, huh?
At 56 years, you've been wasting your life. I feel like it's time to be real with yourself. Lose weight, get a job, stop living off the government.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo.
Then things spiraled. The interviewer dropped this line, "You're so generous that you share your wife." Adam, keeping his composure, replied, "Yeah, sometimes, for porn." The host laughed and said, "That's the most generous thing you can do." Then, out of nowhere, "How much meth does someone have to smoke to let another man sleep with their wife?" At that point, any normal guest would have walked out. Adam didn't. He even joked that he'd tried meth once, but that had nothing to do with his marriage. Still, you could see it. The fake laughter, the smirk, the tension. He knew the setup.
I heard through someone who knows you very well that you are a very generous man.
I don't know about that, but okay.
You're so generous that you share your wife.
I do, sometimes for porn.
Yeah, it's a very I think that's the most generous thing you can do.
Next, the host brings in the lie detector guy, straps wires to Adam's arms and starts firing off questions about his wife, Lena the Plug. "Do you regret letting Lena sleep with Jason Love?" Adam says no. "Did you enjoy watching it?" Adam admits he saw parts of it, but didn't sit through the full 40-minute version. Meanwhile, the interviewer is grinning, whispering things like, "Maybe you secretly liked it." The polygraph dude nods like he's testing the FBI. At this point, the whole thing looks like humiliation for content. And honestly, Adam handled it better than most people ever could. Let's be real. This isn't journalism, it's bait marketing. These podcasters know Adam's name still pulls millions. They can't out-interview him, so they ambush him. They don't want conversation, they want reactions. The eye roll, the walk-off, the viral clip. The sad part, it works.
Thank you. You know, I don't think any of the other men that I've ever allowed her to sleep with have ever said that to me, so thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Now, how much meth does someone have to smoke to let someone else fuck their wife?
You know, I only done meth one time in my life.
So it just takes one time. But would you agree that the only thing...
That first Matan Evan ambush hit 1.7 million views. The next one will probably hit 2 million. And every small creator sees that as a cheat code. Just make Adam22 mad. Instant clout. Meanwhile, Adam's sitting there thinking, why am I even giving these people time? And look, say what you want about his choices, but he's still a human being. Imagine flying across the country, showing up professionally, and some random host straps a machine on you and calls your wife's name every 10 seconds. That's not an interview. That's disrespect. Even Flacco said it himself. Unless they're paying big money, 5 to 10,000 minimum, Adam shouldn't even show up. Because if you're not compensating someone for being your punching bag, you're just exploiting them for clicks. At this point, he deserves to walk into interviews with contracts saying, "Ask me about this and I'll sue."
That ultimately leads to him walking out the interview. I think the first person who did it successfully was Matan Evan, where he brought Adam on, and then midway through the interview, he went on IG Live and began to just ambush Adam with questions from the fans and just...
Here's the truth. The internet has turned boundaries into entertainment. People think if a creator shares part of their life, everything's fair game. But it's not. Adam's made his peace with the decisions he and Lena made years ago. Yet interviewers still bring it up like it happened yesterday. At some point, it's not journalism. It's harassment wrapped in clickbait. And the worst part? Most of the people asking him these questions would fold in 10 seconds if the internet ever turned on them. So yeah, maybe Adam22 made choices you'd never make, but that doesn't give anyone the right to weaponize his personal life for views. If you're inviting someone on your platform, talk about their work, not their wife. Because if this is the new trend, ambush interviews for clout, it won't be long before no big name ever agrees to sit down again. But what do you think? Are these hosts exposing the truth or just exploiting a man's personal life for clicks? Drop your take in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe.